On from Moat behind that, try and clear, but don't quite find a man. Stubbly backing into his own defensive zone while change happens in front. Finds Jason Hewitt, maybe cuts through a gap, gets one-on-one with Napier, just tried to poke it across. Just couldn't quite get what I'd say was any kind of real shot attempt, maybe. Fizzed into his path, but just couldn't quite find it. Couple of early chances for Jason Hewitt. Stubbly turns away, finds Corneal, and just doesn't quite catch that one. Just Jason Hewitt, and you will see any live scores throughout the evening from the other 4 games. So Bristol to the power play, see what they can do here. They'll find Jake Bricknell looking for the man on the back door, just couldn't quite find the target, and themselves to the playoffs a couple of years back. But we'll obviously do our best as Bristol keep this one alive, bring it down back low to the blue line. Looking for Bricknell's shot, and good block, but Josh Hodgkinson is almost struggling to stand up at this point, and there's a reaction by McLaughlin. Hull can't clear the zone, shot comes in off the right pad. Bricknell will stand up, gets the shot away again, all the way through to the back door, and Lee Bonner might win the race here. Just tried to tip it past his man, who was Tanner Butler, with a long stretch pass as well. Butler's trying to get in and around the paint, shot comes in, fist wide, and Jason Hewitt, a bit of a lap of the net, and I think a word or two. That might be a legacy of what happened the last couple of times these sides have met. With a good bit of work, strength keeps this play alive, and the shot popped up and over the net. Still man as Hull are back to full strength. Played into Harewood just in front of the Hull bench, and cleverly picked up this time. Morris with the shot stopped. Pressure here. Dylan Hare looks to try and find Bartholomew behind the net. He doesn't quite get his clearing pass right. Reagan across and doesn't quite trouble McLaughlin.
Going through gritted teeth, taking away the position, holding into his box.
Speaking of, Hodgkinson just couldn't quite get his pass away there, and hard and good work on the forecheck is just... Good job, Hewitt is there to assist, and a whistle went to the official's mouth there and then didn't.
I think he thought the net was going to come off as Hewitt was bumped into the back of the net. I think he thought it was going to drop over onto Napier, but it didn't. It settled back down.
Hull wanting a trip there against Cameron Hammy there as well as he tried to skate off. Taking a little bit of time, but Bartholomew gets that one under control and drops it off for Emil Svet. Goes straight through 4, and the rebound comes loose.
A lot of assists and a couple of goals here and there.
Hull to the power play now, and the man just passed it to Emil Svet. Bobby Chamberlain maybe looking for another power play goal, and that one will take him to a big personal milestone in his hometown of Hull as well. Bobby Chamberlain currently sat on the 4th, well, he'll stay 4th most, but he'll cross over a big century maybe as Corneal robbed of the puck. Looks to go 1v1 with McLaughlin, and he can't find a way. When Hull's victory down in Planet Ice MK, and he was still getting Milton Keynes fans coming up to him outside the rink, right next to me actually, just going up shaking his hand.
He's one of those players that even if he didn't put up those...
Pass off the boards and finds him. Deflected but brought down by Hewitt once again, now with Sobchak. Finds Bartholomew to Svek, lets one go. Comfortable left pad stop. 4th man ever to hit 500 points in league and playoffs in any Hull ice hockey shirt. Looking for a passing close, and if predicting the Bobby one works, I'll say it as well. Jason Hewitt is 2 away from the same milestone. Currently sits on 498 points and a shot in close on the power play. Looking to try and bring that to Bricknell. His first shot blocked, second shot hits his own man, and he's down hard.
This is Bristol's gain, and he's back to where he was. He's most productive in this league. Great signing.
Corneal manages to find Dylan Hare after the face-off win by Jason Hewitt. Send this one behind the net of Napier, just scrub off an extra 10 seconds or so. Tanner Butler now with a breakout. Tries to cut straight through the middle, dances through 3. Tanner Butler with a goal, and you mentioned Bobby Chamberlain often has a highlight reel. Hodgkinson first to it now, though. We'll find Chamberlain behind the net, back to Hodgkinson. Got Bartholomew to his right-hand side instead. Goes looking for Chamberlain once more. Shot comes in from Svek. Maybe a chance to break now. Bo Reader We've got Emil Svek. It's Svek who's picked up the loose puck. Has Reader to the inside, as he has Deck Jones as well. Can't quite feed it through the first attempt, and the shot by Deck Jones for a net to leave Bonner there, but he dealt with it very quickly. Deck Jones' cross-ice pass sees it loop around the balls to Napier. Stubley will pick this one up and tries to squeeze one in from a Kent inside the crease. It's still loose. Managed to deflect its way back towards Malone behind the net, but couldn't quite find it. It's now Harewood. Looks for it in front. Dealt with by McLaughlin. Sobchak, who's the much smaller guy in stature. But Hull still trying to forecheck and put a little bit of pressure on inside the Bristol zone. Chilcott feeds that one into a bit of traffic, and Napier just...
Sobchak put up a crazy amount of points last season. Bit of a slower start this season, but still contributing big.
The last 2 or 3 weeks we've said he's almost been back to his best and into a dangerous attack. Bristol looking to drag this one looping around the back of their own net. Corneal with the check, and Sobchak can come away with it. Can't keep hold of it, but Corneal now can in front. Napier still scrambling to...
Said do whatever's needed for the team, whether that's first line or fourth line. It doesn't matter to those boys. They'll just go out and do whatever the coach tells them to do.
And here is Ethan Hare. Got the pass from Emil Svek. Returns the favour. Svek drags it around one. Shot comes in. Stopped in front and looped into... Hare would look to try and get on the end of that one. I think past Bartholomew. Bit of a race on her. Finds Spragg, and there was 3 Pitbulls all racing to put a little bit of pressure on Hull there. Bonner's just going to lean across his man. He's drawn the penalty, and Jordan McLaughlin's... Bristol just clearing that stick out the Hull zone. They don't want it to act as an extra defenceman for Hull. Look to drive once again, looking for the shot on the near side. Been at 18 to go on the power play. Played in behind the net again. You've got to see Jake Bricknell's all waiting on this near side, but take it with him. But Hull going to follow this one up. Tommy Spraggan back across now. Bartholomew, shot comes in and just falls in front of the nets, and Bristol will just settle this one down. Hull are about to come back to even strength. Finds the pass with the outside of the stick. Shot comes in and lights the lamp. Jake Bricknell puts the Pitbull. Lipsy just going to dump this one in. McLaughlin's going to help it on its way. Just speed things up. Dylan Hare, a neat feed, and he takes the check from Morris. Pass was just a little bit telegraphed, and 2v2 here. The man is in behind, driving now, and finds a way through McLaughlin. And the Pitbulls are going to take a 3-1 to Sobchak ahead. Just couldn't quite find a pass or get a keep hold of it, but eventually regathers. Bonner comes to help out. Bonner still on the puck. Nice little dangle inside, and Hodgkinson finds Reader. Spins away from 2. It's with Chilcott. You've got Bonner behind. Gets the shot away, blocked by the leg of Batch, I think it was. And that one's looped deep inside the Hull zone. McLaughlin's going to have to come and play this one, because I think the furthest back Hull man had just made a change, and that finds a way in.
And isn't quite set and just let the shot go quickly, and quite an easy one. But I said, it has all been a little bit too easy for Bristol to get into the middle.
Scored a 1941 by number 26, Jake Bricknell. Of a power play very early on in this period. We've seen Hull often struggle, you know, defending a power play early on in the period.
It's a very big kill, this, especially with the scoreline 4-1. Obviously, you've got Zamostra without...
We're going to dump that one in, as Lee Bonner was offside. And Bonner quickly re-entered the zone on the forecheck, gets a bit of a deflection in puck, loop around the back of the net. Yeah, it looked like a very confident call from 2 officials at both ends of the ice there, but after a bit of a conference to come together, the penalty's chalked off. Sobchak with a backhand shot. 3 is enough, but looking to drive the net there was Bryceland. Kicked back in behind the net, and Bristol are going to regather this one. Bouncing puck, shot comes in, stopped by Zamostra.
For Bristol to take the centre of the ice, and looks like they have addressed that at the start of the second period.
Chamberlain got a pass on the sort of half turn, didn't quite find Ethan Hare, and all under some pressure now, but Dylan Hare it was with a clever play. Svek looks to drive past, shot comes in and finds the back of Napier's net. Hull get that important.
Evening with a goal.
Going to read the official confirmation of the goal. I think it's the second one tonight. I might dispute slightly in call, but we'll wait for a moment as Bricknell gets his pass away, shot looping up and over the net. Confirmation of that goal was scored at 24:36, scored by Emil Svek. Assists have been given Bobby Chamberlain and Ethan Hare. I think it's to his left-hand side where he finds Bryson once again. Tipped in. Hodgkinson should be first to it. He's got two on-rushing Pitbulls and a pass straight into the slot. Stopped by Zamosdra. Got a lot of room on the near side. Can they find him? He's just going to fan on the shot. Doesn't quite connect with that one. I think he wanted the puck direct from Stubley on the far side. Shot comes in. Great block by Dylan Hare, and Hull maybe looking to break now. Can they feed in Corneal through the middle? Racing away. Got to be a penalty, but it doesn't matter. As Johnny Corneal makes the move down on one. Didn't quite find a way through. Hull still with it now. Sent into the corner where Hewitt I think should be second there, but gets a check on the end of the play, and Bristol now through the neutral zone, carrying this one in. They've got Hamill to the inside. Tommy Spraggan just bumps off his man, Cameron Hamill in front, goes all the way through and finds a shot away. This one is a really end-to-end now as Bryceland looks to try and escape. Owen Sobchak, who just picked his pocket for a moment, but that one, Zamosdra just takes this one in, looks for a quick pass, and Sobchak turns away under pressure. Hull only got the four down this end of the ice for a moment. Hull man along back, Sobchak in front, hits the post.
Rather than score.
Sobchak on the loose puck once again, now with Bartholomew. Feeds ahead, Sobchak who cuts inside, keeps the puck moving, now with Svek. Deflects into the near side corner where Chamberlain just drops it lightly off of Bartholomew, returns the favour and back again. Now to Svek, shot comes in. And Hull back within one for Emil Svek on the slap shot. This Madam goal is the one that sees Bristol still ahead in this fixture. We said that it was going to be a long way back and they'd have to build it slowly and not make any mistakes, not try and give anything up. And, you know, one of the top assistmen in the league last year. A great pass to Corneal, man in front, goes across to Hewitt, tries to dangle it across, and Matty Davis got his head on his hands on the bench here. He thinks that they should have let one go there. Now to Bartholomew, he's got a lot of traffic in front. Rebound and sneaks.
Pressure there, you can see the net gaping, but he doesn't rush it. He slides it from one side to the other and just pops it home for 5-5.
And I've got to say, we had a lot. Chamberlain through traffic, deflected, fizzing across and into the corner. Bartholomew turns it towards Corneal. Corneal drops this one off, allows Bartholomew to send it once again. Crashing into the plexi. Saw the reverberations on the glass there. Sobchak will find Corneal on the near side. Looking for Chamberlain in around the paint and doesn't find a way in, and slow pass straight down the middle as Chilcott and Bonner, I think, are going to get into his way slightly, but pass through to Deck Jones. Shot with the backhand.
Reminds me, for those watching the stream that are old enough to remember, it reminds me of an old Heineken League style game. Two teams just directly going at each other, trying to score goals. 5-5 here in the second period with a very, very exciting end-to-end offensive game of hockey. Brilliant to watch.
That's going to be waved off. Bricknell in close, and it's going to be a goal. Zamosdra got his skate across that post, and I'm not sure. Using the glass to send that one into the neutral zone. Harewood with a pass inside, drops it off for Harewood once again. And comes out the glove. Ethan Hare's pass doesn't quite connect. Maybe a shot from in front now and picks the pocket, picks the spot. In a giveaway. Sobchak using the ball to find Hewitt. who's just in front of the crease. He'll take up that spot behind the net now, where I'm sure he'll drop it off to Sobchak, and he will. Shot off the blocker, comfortably down. Find the pass, and I've got to say, great diving block by the Bristol man. Bristol now looking to go from back to front, see if they can create anything here. Need to run the man off the puck. Pass through the neutral zone once again, that doesn't quite connect, but Chamberlain on the turn manages to dispossess the Bristol man. Got Svek inside. Emil Svek can't quite find the target. To the outside, just tries to dangle that one round, looking for the pass back across the crease. Emil Svek, it was working hard to get back, but maybe another giveaway, another turnover inside defensive zone, stopped by the right pass.
Yeah, he's looking quicker, he's looking stronger, and he's looking even more comfortable in the puck than he did before he went to the Elite League, which was, as I say, he was a very good player, which obviously got him that chance, but the reps of playing with...
Bonner has an easy feeder through to Hodgkinson. Rode the check at the end of the play as well. This time finds the feed to Lee Bonner. Got Emil Svek to his inside, decides to shoot, and Bristol just turn and get a long stretch pass away. Finds its way all the way back to Emil Svek. They've got Chamberlain inside. Chamberlain picks it up. And Napier, blue line there. Spraggan now going to have to wheel away. Tips it ahead. Spraggan will race onto it. Looking for Chamberlain in the slot. Took a deflection. Dylan Hale pick it up there. It loops up and in.
Place in block A. And in third place, with Milford 2 and Numbers Princess in block.
Stubley now. Sobchak sends it into traffic, and it was Corneal looking for the. Now with Hewitt. Back to Stubley, wrong sided, but he keeps a hold of that one. Sends it back towards Hewitt behind the net. Dylan Hare at the blue line through traffic off the pad. Stubley now. Hull will turn it over. Hewitt just about keeps that one in on the turn. Now a neat pass inside. Corneal looking for sort of backhand shot. Napier was moving across from right to left. Didn't quite make its way through to him, but a couple of decent chances for Hull again. Pass now ahead by Batch. Straight into the gut, shot comes in. Once more past Bryson, where Chilcott will pick this one up. Sort of on repeat here. Hull send it around the boards, get tied up and recycle it, but Hodgkinson with a check from behind. Chak and Svek. Bartholomew down to one knee. Clever defensive play, gets the pass. Now Spraggan will find Svek over on the far side. Straight into the glove of Napier though. 8 minutes it for a moment. Little dangle and got the shot away. Stubley goes across, gets Corneal free. His shot saved by Napier. Dylan Hare finds his brother Ethan now at the blue line. He's under a whole host of pressure from Cam Hamill. And that one bouncing all around. Misplaced pass though from Dylan Hare. Hull win it back in the neutral zone. Corneal now goes driving past two. Look, Bartholomew. Sobchak with a shot. I say he was knee down. I don't know if it was actually, I think it's maybe more intended to get it quickly across the crease to Chamberlain to maybe snipe it from the other side. Corneal in front and a great reflex glove singing to play, and looking at all the officials, no call. Bristol benching sense. They thought there was a bit of a, I don't know if they class it more as a hook or a hold.
It's a black ticket 26036.
Sobchak, whose pass to Chamberlain was tipped for a moment. Not the cleanest power play so far. Bartholomew, it's going to bounce. Chamberlain returns the favour with the pass back to set behind the net. Now with Sobchak, who might just skate back towards the goal line. Allow Svek to maybe set up for the one timer if it comes this way. Bartholomew and then off the post, second one. Going to come back to Dylan Hare once more. Hull looking to sort of stretch this game out, I think, in terms of the neutral zone's almost non-existent at this point. Hewitt backhand straight into the glove of Napier. Howard looks to just try and skate away from two. Can't get past Lee Bonner though. Even when on the ice, gonna get a stick in, get a play in, and force Hull back into the neutral zone. It's off the leg of Stubley, in towards Ethan Hare. Got Lee Bonner, can he drive the net? Tries to pop this one up and over, and it's gone in! to Sobchak. Down to Corneal, feints one way, goes past Wigfield. Sobchak in possession, tries to feint this through past 3. Bit of a race for this loose puck though. It's going to be settled in front of the net. The Bristol man won the race. Hull have got about a minute to work with. Can they conjure anything up from the edge of defeat? Looking for the tip in front. Nape bounce to the right of the net. That one was her picking it up. I think it should have been icing, but nothing coming. Into the glove. The second one in the second period, which came from one where Hull thought there would have been an icing. Yeah, obviously Hull don't clear it themselves afterwards after picking it up behind the net, but Hull thought that one should have been an icing call as well.